But this will at least get us set up so we can do it. If we don't get to do anything tonight, we can do it tomorrow. But welcome, chat. Hopefully we're live. I gotta wait a second, see if I actually am live before I say anything. Okay, that sounds like I'm live. Oh yeah, I haven't made it that far yet. I was keeping that for when people join in a minute. But yeah, Seely's already in it. What? What happened? Oh, let me be. I see. The exam was bad. I say the bloody teacher wasn't even there. It was his assistant. Well, that's always a great day to have an exam. Ted King said he all probably knew y'all were all using Chat GPT to cheat anyway, so he didn't bother. No, but I don't know if we'll get into the main thing tonight because I was thinking about how late it is. I didn't. I got started late. I got back later than I thought, and I had to make. And since my mom helped me out, she gave me my final Christmas present because I usually have her for Christmas since it's a lot easier for us with what stuff we got to do. I usually, and since it's what I do anyways, I mostly just get PSN cards or stuff like that. So I had her help me with a lot of the getting of certain all the games we're going to be doing for Slaneshmas. So I've got a lot of I've got a lot of extra little side money now to do some other stuff we might do towards the end of the month. But but that being said, we were supposed to start at 6:30, and then I know you were getting on here, or you were going to be able to get on at 7:30, and then my brain realized it is already 7:30. My brain was already half asleep, and everything that happened because it was a fun and busy day because we had our Christmas one of our little Christmas event party slash dinners at the church today, or at my church today. So we had good food, chilled out for a while. Everybody was just enjoying each other's company, and we ended up. Then we ended up coming or had to go to the store get stuff, and then she picked up the PSN and Steam cards I needed because two of the games that we're going to be doing are on Steam, just to be easier on my not only on my PlayStation, but how big Baldur's Gate actually is, but this is freaking massive. Um, but also I wasn't too. I don't want to spoil what the other game is, but I was a little concerned on the other game with some of the things I was reading about the console version for that game. So I was like, I'll just get that on Steam. My computer can run that game. I know it can. It's not that. All it is animations and some mechanics here and there, like choices and like dialogue. And there is some actual gameplay elements to it, but it's mostly going to be it's going to be almost our first. Even though I don't do too many of these unless they really interest me, it's going to be our first almost cinematic. What do they call that? It's like a choose your own storybook, but in video game form. I just can't remember the word I'm looking for right now. But that's essentially what that game's going to be. And then our boomer shooter of this month that really has stolen my heart when I saw it. That I'm like, yeah, I got it. I'm gonna be playing that. I'm not gonna say what it is either. It's also a surprise later this week, if not next week, depending on if I can get my mouse pad or not. So it it's gonna be we're gonna be having fun with that one as well. And that one I got on PC because it's just not on PlayStation. At least I don't think I didn't see it. Hopefully I didn't miss it because I would have preferred that one on PlayStation, but I can just use my PlayStation control to play that game, so it shouldn't be a problem. So, see, and then let me read the next. Let me read what Sealy was caught up in chat. Thank God the lowest exam will basically will get basically dropped because from what he emailed, well, but from what he emailed, if you attended the for the third exam, the two highest will get 30% each. All three were supposed to be 20% for a total of 60. Ah, teacher was like, I'm not going in to make up all, wait, to mark up all that jet. And following that logic, he's basically dropping the lowest, right? By the way, because I was focused on the exam, I forgot to reinstall it. So I'm now waiting for it to download right now. I Oh no, it's yeah. It's like I was saying, it's massive. I just got done saying that. Almost 200 gigs. Not quite. Close, close enough. I had to delete so much just to get it on here, but I'm super excited. It's gonna be well worth it. Whoa, which by the way, reason also why we're not starting today. I'm gonna like Tam King suggested, which I'm gonna add it to the as soon as we're done with this stream, which won't be too long, because this also works out since you didn't re-download yours and you have to wait on it. I think that's another sign saying probably should be tomorrow. Either that we do the actual beginning of opening the gate truly. That's why I called it part 00. Because I didn't want to call it part 1 because we're not actually doing anything. This is kind of a mini vlog right now, basically. 200 on PC, it's 118. Yeah, it's like 124, well, my version, 130 something. But yeah, it's close enough. When you get up to 130, that's Final Fantasy levels. That's what I have to deal with when I have to download Final Fantasy. And unless you're Call of Duty, they're the only ones who is the highest of all of them. Even though it's dumb that I even ended up like that. At least Final Fantasy makes sense why it's so high. So, not gonna lie, by the time we finished making our characters, it would be 9:30. True. That's also another point. And even if we had started at 7:30, it would have been almost 8:39 already. Anyways, with that same logic, it is gonna take a while to make our characters. I want to do. This is gonna be, and this is also why I'm taking so much care with this event that we're doing, and why I've planned things out so much this time. We're going to be taking extra care of Jared's design in this game. I want him to be, well, at least in this game's version, as close, as mentally close as I can get him out of my head. There's actually one video I shared with you guys recently that's actually a Baldur's Gate video. Remember that music video I put up during Uma Musume at the very end? Not the one at the beginning. The one at the very end, the one that was called Embrace the Absolute, which is a Baldur's Gate themed AI generated theme song. And it showed that guy in a white, black, and gold jacket with what looked like a silver version of Thanos' gauntlet. The way he kind of looks is kind of right now the closest iteration, minus the beard. He's supposed to have a beard like mine. And it's like my basically a chin strap, kind of like the Will Riker kind of beard, but a little bit more scruff. But it's like what is it gonna call it? What was I gonna say? But you'll see when I try to create him. Shaping his face is gonna take me the longest because I've got to try to. I only have a reference since I don't have my models anymore in my head of what I remember I did. And no game is going to be as detailed as like a 3D modeler, so I always have to do a rough approximation anyways most of the time, but we're going to get as close as we can. So, and I have to put a warning in as I'm going to do for safety, even though I'm going to make sure I'm set to make sure everything's age restricted or, adult content only, that kind of stuff. Before I do it, that's why we're also not going any further than the splash screen right now, because I did not put that in this episode's title or description, which it will be in. I'm going to use this as my starter warning. Going forward, just for safety reasons, because I want my channel to be more oriented to an older crowd, anyways, and that's what I'm going forward trying to do. It doesn't mean we won't play all the games we've already played in some cases, but is I want to make sure there's no leeway here when it comes to this. So, but there will be a warning both in the description and in the title next episode. The title will have a short but sweet NSFW, not safe for work, in little brackets, just to make sure you know that's possible. It doesn't mean it's going to be happening every 10 seconds in this game, but it's going to be on there for that sake that it can happen. And also, in the description, since I can get away with more and more typing out more in my description than I can in the title, because you can only have your title be so long. The description is going to have a specific. It's literally going to say adult content warning or adult mature content warning. Be advised, just to be safe. I will add that post this episode, post this little vlog on the splash screen. But let's see. No, I was gonna ask if there are any mods. Actually, let's load up and look at that if it'll let me without hopefully blinding. I don't know. I'm even leery about that. To be fair, is the problem because I don't know what the like. Did they filter the mods and make sure the cover images of mods aren't eye blasting? I don't know. Should I try? If I did, I'd have to add the what's it called this episode post as soon as we're done. But also I want to load in so we'd have the music and the amazing background. And I'm so excited. I am very excited to start this. But we're just not doing it tonight. I called shotgun on the quadruple. Let's see. Oh, Arna, I want to make a request. No, you can't be a squirrel in BG3, Sealy. Can't you? Can you? Is there a squirrel species? There's so many species in this game, I don't even know what's possible and not. See, check for any mods that will help creating gold ship. Oh, that's right, he's gonna create gold ship. Yeah, you're gonna try to create gold ship, aren't you? I forgot. And see, I would like a furry tail mod. I mean, wouldn't we all? I mean, there's probably a species in there that's close to an Uma, but we're gonna take the chance. If I have to put the what's it called warning on this stream after it's done, I'm blaming you. I'm gonna go with the mod manager and see what it shows. Yeah, I accept that. I accept that. I accept that. Okay, so far, so far, not anything massively unraveling. So far. Imp UI? Interesting. Let's see. Alright, so R2 still R2, right? Extra encounters. Pixel byte adjustable. I don't know what that means. Oh, adjustable party limit. I don't know what that. I'd have to look at the descriptions. I don't know what this is. It's got a bunch of hearts on it. I'm not clicking it, but it says polymorph fixes. And I'm like, I kind of know what that might mean, and I'm like, I don't think I want to click that. Just in case. Especially if it's certain parts of the model. Tasha's Cauldron of Faces. Okay, that's not bad. That's probably something that would help with creating more like different styles of characters. I might look at that before we stream tomorrow, see if we can get any. Because I think we all have to have them, I think. For us to play together. Oh, and you can do vanilla colors for everything, even horns on this mod, it looks like. Darker black hair. I actually might get that because it annoys me. Yeah, I can already tell that black hair is not really black. I actually might get that mod now. What's the rate? Does it show rating on this? It's not. I am let's see what the process is. This is a safe one to download because I love actual, because you see how dark my hair is. That is not dark enough. That one on the left, but the one on the right is. So let's download that and see what happens. It probably works, yeah. So it works. It's already enabled apparently. I'm gonna disable it for now because I can go to ones I'm pretty sure I have, as long as I filter. So. Did you what? You already found something? Oh wait, we can scroll down. That was not the whole page of page one. Ah, I see. This is close. I will say almost. It's pushing it, but we're downloading that for future characters I will design. Let's see, Moonlight Horn Collection. I see that. Okay, now I'm at the bottom. Now we finally made it to the bottom. Ooh, Mineweaver class. So there are class mods. Oh, I wonder if what's it called's in here. I mean, that's what Celia was gonna do. Oh, we'll check for that too at some point. Might not get to do all that tonight, but that's why I want a longer episode and why I think we need to start earlier, so we can just dive in. R2. Let's see what's on this page. Origin mirror unlocked. That's probably James. James will probably want that. Dark Urge Slayer equipment? Okay, I do like that. Download that. Oh wait, I didn't enable that by accident, did I? Disable all these for now. I don't want anything enabled for the moment. I remember to do that every time I download a mod. Beast and Bow Ranger equipment? Oh man. Veil and Venom Rogue equipment. Faith and Fortitude yeah, so there's gonna be so many. There's gonna be so many mods in here I'm gonna end up looking at. Facial animations, what? What is this? Applies existing facial animations to overworld gameplay. Covers idle what is it? Statuses, spells, reactions, some combat status. I find it adds a lot of life to the characters. Okay, I'm definitely downloading that. That sounds cool. What? Where do you see that? What page are you on? Oh, I haven't made it to page 3 quite yet. Hold on. I'm about to be there. Normal half. Ooh. I'm gonna download that because I like half illithids. I can never say their name right. I'm gonna disable it for now. Whoa. Also, I see that, what you're talking about. I'm not gonna get that right now. You know what? I'm already here. It's not that bad. See, it didn't zoom in good. It kept a safer picture. Oop. Let me make sure that didn't get enabled. Hold on. Blood mage. It says at the bottom. I see it. Download immediately. Oh, this game's gonna wreck my life. Oh man, there's a barbarian subclass. Oh, there's NPC. We could be here all day, chat. Literally, this alone might take an hour. That's why we're not doing all this tonight. I'm gonna get what I see in the first couple of pages we go. I mean, it might. I don't know. It depends. I mean, if you're adding classes, it might. I don't know. Maybe certain mods do, certain ones don't. That I don't know. That I don't know enough to tell you otherwise. Haven't seen anything for like Uma Tails or anything. Been keeping an eye out. Or like, I see wings. What did you just say to me? I'm not there yet. The Jam King just has alluded something absolutely amazing. We have to get James in this game so I can torment him. We'll create one just for that. You'll see what I mean, chat, when we get to page 5. I'm also going to get these wings. We could be here all night. I would tell it would tell us what it would tell us we need to download these mods to play with you, or not, because you've done that. Gold she is going to be stacked. Holy crap. But like I said, I want it to be great. I want this to be a crazy playthrough. It's my I'm treating this like we did Resident Evil 4. Remember when I did it absolutely mangled Resident Evil 4 with mods? That was great. Claw step? Dragonborn body? What is this? It doesn't say what it does. Custom body would digigrade animal like. Oh, it makes them look more draconian. Oh, well, I'm gonna download that. Oh no. Is the image okay? Or am I about to get blasted? Or okay, I want to make sure before I get there. Cause so at least the mods thought about that. I mean, you can do it for male character. You can do it for either. That's what's great about it. Like I said, you can make some crazy things with this character. Ranger subclass, Dragonborn, extra tabs. To page 5. There it is. We're downloading it immediately. Alright, we're not enabling though. We're turning all these off until we figure out what we're actually going to use for the, This game is my new... This game is... You don't realize, chat, like, even when we're done streaming and done with the series, I'm gonna be playing this game for a very long time now. I appreciate games that do this. I wish so many more games would be this more friendly with this kind of stuff. So many more. Is that a dog? I'm just getting lost in the sauce at this point. Daughter of the Grove set? Oh. Well, download that. Alright, there we go. Once again, I'll keep them all disabled until we find them, and y'all will have to give me names as we go tomorrow. Tomorrow's the more serious one where we will decide between all of us kind of what mods will work and which ones we all need to kind of look for. But are you trying? Is this game trying to bury me? It is a Blood Hunter class? I'm just gonna. These are just for me to try and see if these work at some point later on down the road. What page are you on for what you just said? Yeah, Temking's like 2 pages ahead of me because I'm taking like forever to go through this. I see that Withers big rat. Femme Fatale Tactical. All players in dialogue? What is that? Are you tired of Friends characters not being... Oh, okay, this one we're gonna have to get. This is a requirement for all of us. We need to all have one called All Players in Dialogue. Because this allows your friends' characters to be in your cutscenes. That's really good. I'm going to download that one 100%. And we'll come back to that leather. But that is really good. That in its own right is just good for streaming. Wait, Carlec Fireproof? What is this doing? Carlec's fire resistance is now fire immunity? Yes. I'm gonna disable that for now. Come back to that. Gale's beard fix. Well, that is better. That is a better beard. But that's just for Gale, though. Probably not all of them. All of them did that. Camp approval. I don't want to get too heavy on that kind of stuff. Gale's beard. Cosmic sorcery. Tiefling. There's a... I'm gonna download this just for the future fun of it. Yeah, look at that. There's a Star Wars lightsaber set, weapon set. It's just called Plasma Weapons Dark set. Yeah, that's no way. What page is that on? Is it a safe? It, I do think we need to stop at page 12 because I'm gonna get lost in this thing. Because this is better than the Doom mod screen. Like when Doom, you do the Doom mods with the classic Doom, they're good. Don't get me wrong, but there's so many missing. Like there's so many that are not in there that are so popular. They deserve to be in there. That's why I wish a lot of console mods acted like Baldur's Gate here. So infernal intimates, basically demon undergarment. Blood sorcery. Ooh. I haven't seen. Well, I haven't been paying attention too much to that. I probably should have. Alternate horns for the tieflings. Okay, I definitely want that. Oh, there's like body tattoos you can get that glow. Akira P4 horn makeup lamp. Vampire Origin. You know, we're definitely gonna download that immediately. And then let's see, keep going, page 9. Glitzy's horns. Just kind of skimming through. Lady of the Night set. Unlimited dying? Like, oh, you must only get a certain amount of dyes you can do to your equipment. I guess that's what that's for. Lemon tattoo. I find that funny. The hunter outfit, like a witch hunter. That's cool. Starting armor. Oops, I didn't scroll down. Yeah. Custom companions light. Eh. Not really worried about that kind of stuff. Carlex long hair. Wait, you can give her long hair? I'm kind of scared to see that example because I don't want to get booty blasted, but I'm gonna download that and check that out and see if I end up liking it. But reforge assets, the battle mage. Okay, I have to get that because I know a certain somebody might want this. So we'll go ahead and download it now while I see it. I know 100% somebody who would love a battle mage. Oh, a werewolf origin too? Wow. Okay, that's actually not unexpected. I love that there's both in here. The Death Knight. Let me read you. You did what? What page? I'll have to go get that. So after I stop on the page 12, technically. Wow, you went. How far have you made it? Okay. So, alright, so I thought Tam King said he found what Sealy was looking for on page 18. So we'll go to page 18 just so we can get what Sealy needs for his character as well. We'll have to hunt for the classes in tomorrow's. Oh, hold on. Let me get this for my other class that I have. I don't know if he needs that. He needs more Uma stuff. So more likely, at least something a keen, at least close to a horsetail is probably in that other thing. You said that's page 18, though. Okay. But man, we're also welcome, Farseer. Do you see any light magic mods? I've seen a ton of magic mods. There's a lot in here. I guarantee you what we're all looking for is somewhere in here. It's just finding it. Or at least something very close to it. Trust me, I found way more than I thought I ever was gonna. Ninja Girls, Anthrars, additional spells, get a room. There's that one. Let me go ahead and just do that. Don't worry about that, chat. That has nothing to do with the stream. Let's see. Nightmare difficulty? Ooh, I like that. We're not going to do that for this series, but. That's just got my armor. So, what we're looking for Seely's on 18, so we need to go forward a little bit more. Page 18. I'm still just kind of glancing by certain things. Super skip ship. Rathagor, Reforged Head. What is that? Is that for the reptile species? It is. I'm not going to necessarily have... Oh, it needs that one to get it, though. So I'll wait on that for now. Flagon's Finery is basically Slanesh gear. Or Slanesh mage-like gear. Sniper class. Loth dice. That's the first real dice one I kind of paid attention to. 14. Subtle nature eyes. Infernal champion and battle garments. There's so much. Skip ship. Ember's loot. Level 20, no XP modifier. Celestial warlock. So it's on 15. Tasha's additional spells. Whoa. Another dragon modification. Wild Heart. Don't know what that is. I'll come back to a lot of this, like I said. Right now, we're not really. I do like that dice, though. Hold on. I'm gonna take this as one of our dice choices because I do like that dice. Oh, really? Oh, okay. You probably don't remember what page that one was on. If I see it, I'll get it. Okay. If I see it, I'll get it. Just kind of skimming through all of it. So we're almost to see what Seely needs for his character. We'll go over this more tomorrow as well. So, because I realize everyone's going to have to be unified on this, so we're going to go over what we're going to use and what we're going to not use tomorrow. 18. So now we're here somewhere. This is where it would be. We're going to find it. Ooh, Red Witch. I always like all the subclass ones because I want to see how good they actually are. At least ones like that. There's just so low leveling reference in here. Ooh, I like those dice too. They're like purple looking. Oh, there's actually more than one. Ooh, okay, I like that too. So that's going to be another option we're going to have as dice. While we're looking. Oh, there it is. Tails. Yep, look right there. I see it without even having to look into it. I see that horse tail. Or closest thing to it. I don't think it's actually a horse. I don't know. Let's see. Does it actually say all of them? Cat, bunny, wolf. But the wolf one kind of looks... It's the one on the left more than the right one. It kind of looks Uma-like. So it'll be close enough. So we'll download that in order for Seely to have his gold ship tail. It'll be close enough for us to use it. I haven't seen any horse stuff, so specifically. Page 19, Woodland Druid outfit, Lycanthropy feat. Hold on, let me get this for the werewolf origin. Because there's a werewolf origin you can do. Let's see. 11 greatsword. That's amazing. AW's Hellwalker. Fluffy cat ears from the one that Tam King was talking about. Mashup of hair. SOS mashup hairs. Don't need that. Wait, what is this? What do you mean shovel? Shovel or shovel in there? To shovel the cheeky oh, it's a character. I was like, shovel, like the end, like the tool, the things I used to make Shovel Knight with. Don't make me do it. Drop something, Blood Rager class. Go ahead and get these just in case we need them. This just because I love anything that has that word in it, just to try it. Wait, what did you see? I saw a mod like that. It's called ASMR. Is like close enough? Okay. If I see that one, I'll check it out. If I see any more as well. Alright, we're on page 21 at this point. We'll go like a couple more, but then we're gonna... What is that? Huh. Sanguine Star. It's just another blood. I've got too many. Ooh. Those are nice dice. I do like the dice mods. Bane dice. These are more Zeechy, but I'll take them. Just so we have different, so we can have different dice to pick from. Ooh, there's also clear dice. I like that for the classicness of it. Ooh, Dragon Knight class, subclass. Ooh, yes. Alright, let's go. Let's make 22 our last one here. We will literally be here all night if I keep going. Because I'm a huge person when it comes to, like, fan of mods. Doing mods and different things. The Staff of Orcus. Probably an outfit, I assume. Hold on, one more. Wait, why did that one repeat? Some of them do seem to get repeated or are different versions of the same thing. Probably because they had updates. Ooh, get that dice real quick. Slightly deadlier Slayer. We have that one. Okay, make sure it's not. Yeah. Wait, what was that top one? Feline fiendish tieflings. Necromancy. Dice of the Platinum. You see, I'm about to... Let's see. I'm about to stat into all power for my character with some points into everything but intelligence. I mean, that would be funny. It definitely would be a funny character. I'm there, like I said, whatever you want to make, but We are gonna do the main thing tomorrow for it as well. Let's see. Actually, if you see any angel species, give me that. I will be the only force of light that smites Sealy. Trying to figure out my paladin. Yeah, if I see any angel species, I'll definitely get that. I haven't seen any specifically so far for that one. See, I've seen the opposite spectrum that we found earlier, but not sadly. I mean, there are wings. I can give you wings though. Like we can create a paladin and actually give you wings because I did get a wing mod. Is this a subclass? It's mostly sub. This is a bug fix. That might be like something for the wings I need later, but I'm not sure. But I did get a wing mod that allows for us to put wings on the characters. So let's see. Do not attack the ground. Tar evolve. Oh, what that kiss dialogue is. I'm curious just to even see what this says. Tired of Bazio not reaching at all when you feel like reading or something again. She's a bit too was it guy for your day or get meant to say goth? Want just a little bit of more understanding in the face of such a heartfelt show of love? If so, you're in luck. This mod does just that. And you know what? I'm gonna just see what that is for later. Like I said, there's a lot of mods that I just want to see what they are, if they work or what they do. Like I'd be in here downloading like half 100 of them if I was in here just me. Like, what does this do? So, marble dice. Classes combined? Wait, what's that? Too excited to settle on any one singular class? Nah, no, I'm good. I want to try to keep it locked in. Purple Dragon Knight. Ooh, I didn't mean to go down. Divine Dream Guardian. What in the world is that? Is it like a priestess? Changes Dream Visitor Guardian's equipment to Divine Sister Robe. Oh. Compatible with all, okay. With all tall females in the game. Death Mage. Worm Swarm Prism Dice. It's like a prism color. Ooh. Athriat Dice. I like that one. McLovin's swallowed white eyes. Spider Queen gear? That doesn't sound great. Yeah. I didn't expect, that's interesting. I didn't expect that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a good one. That'd be cool. Be interested to see what they do with it. Trying to see what we got. Just kind of taking a look at, what is that? Dollar dice. go a couple more pages here. Oh, I thought that was a tail. No, it's just a sheathing animation. When you sheathe your sword. Regen restored. What? Raphael restored last life. Unholy Smite. There's so much specificness in this game. Invisible capes and cloaks. Dragonborn NPC head. Approval shared. Karlak immune to burning. We saw that earlier. Or Karlak. I can never say her name right. So far, though, I haven't seen anything specific otherwise to the class we're looking for. Glowing crystal dye. Invisible capes and cloaks, so you don't have cloaks on your character. Tiefling head retexture. The Phoenix Bear, Tasha. Dark Urge Dagger. Find familiar. Ooh, gilded dice. I like that too. Now that's a good color for like Jared's dice. Gilded and obsidian. Lumps Warhorn Eniac. Vexit Reforged. Raphael's bed story? What? What? We all know that the best way to insult Raphael before fighting is to expose his embarrassing secret. But the only way to learn it is to let the incubus Harlep live. And submit yourself to their sick game. Whether your character is someone who hates being controlled or dominated, or simply a good and virtuous hero, this scenario is undesirable for many players. The mod allows you to keep your dignity and rob Raphael of his at the same time. After killing Harlep in the House of Hope, check the inventory. There will be a note. Reading it will allow you to learn the secret and humiliate the devil. Simply install the mod. Okay, that's interesting. So if you wanted a different dialogue for him for that scene, so you didn't have to go along with the craziness that comes with that, that's actually pretty cool. I have seen that because I've heard about that story. So, Twilight Cleric domain. Ooh, Dominate dice has a bunch of different colored dice. Raphael's ornaments. Ornaments. That is a terrible name for an ornament that just goes on your horn. The ornament. It's a green knight. We're seeing if we can see any more like guaranteed classes, like what Farseer said, like an angel or another paladin type. I don't see one so far. Everybody moves fast. Ooh! Oh! Okay, I take that back. There we go. There's one that definitely, just by that name alone, kind of means. Let's see. Alone, the Guardian might not be much of a threat. With a team, the Guardian can be a cornerstone of an impenetrable wall. There's another Laser Llama subclass. Alright, I'll put that one in there. I won't. Once again, none of these are going to be enabled for right now, but that seems pretty interesting. That one seems cool. Alright, page 38, we've made it to finally. Frostbite, Press that though, what? What? Smart gunning action. Cathoric armor. Werewolf background, we already have one of those. We'll go to page 40. We'll do 2 more. I cannot say it. That right? Balmantine or Balmantine? What is this? I know that ball. Yeah, ball. That's how you say it. I know that ball isn't pronounced like the Val and Valentine. But the name amused me, so here we are. Orin can now kidnap your companion. Wait, Orin can now kidnap your companions even if they're romanced. Adds an extra sense of urgency / drama to Orin's shenanigans. As your beloved will no longer be available for smooching until she's defeated. The stakes have never been higher. The fanfic practically writes itself. Uh, let's see. Yenna can still be kidnapped if the 4 companions. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Oh, what's this? Okay. That's more like Nurgle looking dice. Alright, last one. What's this? Healing Lovers contains the following pose. Ah, it's for poses. Oops, I hit the wrong button. It's just a pose. Critical knockers, such as these, music instruments. Owl bear egg dice. That almost, I thought that was about to be an angel class, but it's just Phoenix wings. I'll give it 2 more pages. I feel like I get to it and then I'm like, well, I didn't find it. Let's give it 2 more pages. That's how it always is. Pet summon. DNDR spell list. Darker Act. Wait, what is it? Darker Act 5? Oh yeah, Darker Act 3, Blood Moon. Yeah, so 1 more page, 42. Cause I like to end on an even number, so. True Strike, 2024. Yeah, we'll have to look at it. Oh, wait, this is the last page. Right? We'll have to make do with that one class and maybe figure out a way to combine it. I'll have to see what we can kind of finagle with. But we've got a pretty decent to start with for now. But never mind the Asimar race mod, which is literally an angel class, is only for PC. Oh, really? That sucks. So we'll have to manage with paladins and stuff like that. Hopefully the guardian subclass will be kind of like a paladin. So you can search for the mods Sealy said in the filters tab. Oh, okay, that's cool. We'll do more like constructive searching tomorrow, because we're going to need to do that for everyone to have the mods together, because we're going to have the ones we need. But we're not starting tonight because I don't have my warnings, for one, in the description. And 2, I want to give time for us to have fun with this, really get into it, have time to create our characters however we want them to be. Especially since Sealy's trying to create Gold Ship. and for Farseer to be able to create her character. And then eventually James Sunday, he won't be able to sadly create his character. His character is going to be like if this was if in true D&D role play fashion, his character doesn't join the party till later in the timeline. In the beginning, it was just you got yours reinstalled, right, Time King? In the beginning, it was just the four. You passed by the. Oh, did I? I'll get it tomorrow then. We'll use that as your class if you want for that. Anywho, if I use the wolf tail and then the tiefling shortest slash tallest, smallest horns, I think that's the closest to Uma traits. Yeah, because I didn't see any other furry ears other than the. I did get those fluffy furry ears. Maybe there will be a horse ear in that one. We'll check it. I'll look at the screenshots tomorrow. Maybe there'll be a horse, a set of Uma ears in that one, possibly. And then that would actually kind of work to making the character look better towards that. But we'll make it. We'll figure it out. It'll definitely be still crazy and insane. I'm excited for this game. I'm so excited for the things we're going to be able to do and all the things that are going to happen, probably. I guarantee it's going to be an insane series. And probably a little bit unhinged. Especially once James gets added to the mix. And see, if not, I can just make the shortest horn as wide as possible. That's true. It's true. I'll set a critical weakness for myself. That will be funny. Oh, or not. You can check out the. Can you check out the Bangs mod? Let me see. If I search it real quick. How do you search in here? Open filters. Search. It's probably just called Bangs, right? Like for hair. Comes up with a much different mod now. Oh, is that it? Is that what you're talking about, Sealy? Bangs, bangs everywhere. Once again, you wouldn't think when you hear that. It'd be totally about hair. Because if that bangs mod works, as I think it does, yeah, that one. So I'll go ahead and add it to the list and let me go ahead and download it. Oh, there's a lot in here. I might actually be able to benefit from this. Maybe it'll give me a hairstyle I wasn't in here. It happens to me all the time that some of my hairstyles just somehow just don't end up in the game. But oh man. Right? Customize the hair shape. You didn't hear what Tam King said. They needed a certain type of mod. That's why I said it the way I did as a hint. You can see if there are any light magic. Oh, that's true. Let me do that. Let me see if I type in light magic, does it get me any? I didn't mean to download that. Hold on. My brain just melted. L3 is what it is. Then I hit this. Yeah, because we're on trending right now. That means this is not all the mods, I don't think. So what do we want to look up? Light magic? After the stream, I'm going to see how deep these mods really go. Because I noticed there's a mature content selection. So I wonder what all the mods are truly exist. It's in the filters. It's at the top. It's checkmarked, but I wonder if it's checkmarked to show what already exists mature-wise, or if it means because I have that setting turned on when it asked me in the beginning of the game, or if it means that it's checked to not show them. I don't know. We'll find out later. I'm not doing that on stream, but just in case, since this episode's not quite set up for it until tomorrow, which now we need to discuss the most important thing while we're here. So while I look this up. No light. It didn't. We couldn't find it by light magic. What if I hold on filters? I could just do class mods and then we could find. Let me see if light magic's one word too. Let me try that too. I know it's not in real life, but just in case that's a thing. No. Okay. So let's try, like Tam King said. I want to see what this brings up. Class mods. Because since that is one of the filters, naturally, I think at the bottom, this might. Because there's just classes at the bottom. But I want to see if I do class mod. Boom. Boom. It only brought up one, so they must not all have the same. Hold on. What is it considered tag-wise? Just classes. Hold on. Let me go out of that and let me go filter and let's turn on just classes. Duskblade, I mean, there's a ton of them apparently. Dragon Tamer, which I got. Arcane Vanguard, Bloodhunter, Mystic Glass. I guess I better get this just in case James wants this instead as well, unlike the other one I got. Because I got a Battle Mage class just in case James wants that. I found that one in here. Make sure. Dread Overlord Necromancy. Telekinetic spells. Oh, it's a dwarf class. Artificer for homebrew. Comprehensive reworks. Dawnstar water spells. Dark Knight class. Oh wait, hold on. Oh. Okay, that's now been secured. Witch class. I'm gonna go ahead and add that just in case too. Solo leveling class. There's the battle mage I got. War dancer class. Marauder, Death Knight class. Iron Revenant class. Wait a minute. Would a Valkyrie count? Is this a Valkyrie? Valkyries are heavenly maidens. This might kind of classify as an angelic warrior. And it's technically under cleric and paladin tags. So I'm going to download this just in case you want to do this instead, Farseer. Because that's the closest thing I think we're going to get to an angel on that. They're kind of similar in that aspect anyways. Sniper class. College of Dance. A curse class. Midas Touch. Eldritch. Oath of the Frozen. Spellblade School. Fiendish and Fiery. Oh. Well, let me go ahead and get that. Alright, let me go back out of that. Anyways. Mindweaver class. Thought about that for a James choice as well. Spell Sword class. Visual auras for paladins. Sorcerer Knight. Priest class, another witch class. Elementalist class, Eldritch Knight plus. There it is, Paladin's Blade. Just in case. Ooh, shoot. Oh, Shinobi. Ooh, ooh. Okay. Get better companion stats. That seems a bit cheating. Download that immediately! Yes, yes! Even here! Even here. Can't get away from it. Yes, yes. Ghost class? Okay, might as well, I guess. Not gonna enable any of these, like I said. Death Mage. There's only 8 pages, so I'm just gonna kind of take a quick gander at some of these. Crypt Stalker, Ranger subclass. Feat every level Druid. Tosser's additional Ranger. Monk as a Monk 2024. I don't know if it says include something else. Spellzord. Olympian. Dancer class. Like a sword dancer, basically. Green Knight is like a, might as well get another knight version. It's like a nature knight. Downloading that. More domain improved. Last page, released from trending, because I have it set to trending. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it might even be a lot more technically, but I have it set on trending. It naturally sets that. Slayer Redux. Oh, this is what I think it is. Okay, cool. There's a way to sign in, but we haven't figured out. I haven't figured out that yet, too. Oh, I have a mod enabled. Hold on, something I didn't disable apparently. Who got enabled? Oh, Gab's bag of holding got enabled. Probably it needed, one of my other mods must have needed a sub mod, so it must have downloaded both. That is pretty smart. I'm glad it did that. Because a lot of them don't do that in a lot of cases. You have to do it. You find the sub mod. It needs to work itself. It's a pretty good selection. I see how many I already have. So. Oh, check if there's a Dark Paladin thing. I'll take Valkyrie. I'll check if I think that'll be the Dark Knight. Yeah, I think the Dark Paladin's going to be the Dark Knight. As long as it opposes your class, but is the same family, aka. I think that does still have. Hold on. I can actually look at that. 1 second. Where is our Dark Knight class I got? Because they'll have. I have to hit triangle to open details. There it is. They'll have tags on them. It actually doesn't say on that one, but let's read it. Stalwart soul, infusing the Dark Knight's body with the inner darkness. The Dark Knight is able to strengthen their flesh to ignore weaker attacks entirely and then generate power from being struck. Status released. Swordman, a melee-focused subclass who gains access to additional powerful sword techniques providing impressive sustained damage and utility. Status released. Oh, that's the status of the mod. Spellblade, further augmentation by augmenting their swordplay with powerful dark arts. And Spellblade is a formidable caster as the swordsman's swordsman. Class ability, low blow, perform an underhanded attack with the pommel of your weapon, potentially dazing and knocking people off balance. Dark side, embrace your inner darkness, gaining +2 to hit and damage while draining black blood each turn. Dark presence, +2 to intimidate rolls. Level 2, Edge of Darkness, sheathe your blade in dark magics and perform an attack that deals an additional necrotic damage as the cost of black blood. I have another one in here that might be kind of like the Dark Paladin as well. The cost of black blood as well. Level 3, subclass selection. Dark Swordsman or Stalwart Soul. Stalwart Soul, Shadow Skin. Reduce incoming damage by your intelligence modifier. Wow, that's insane for a paladin type to do that. I imagine this is a paladin then. Just by that it's using int for its reduction in damage. Stalwart Soul, blood price. When you take damage, generate 1 black blood. Dark Swordsman. So this is the other subclass. Dark Swordsman, Blood Weapon, 50% chance when you hit an enemy with a melee attack to generate 1 black blood, which is what he used to use your abilities. Dark Swordsman, Black Swordsman techniques, Selector, Delirium. So he uses Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma, I think that one is. Penalty to target hits, Spinning Slash, Cleave at the cost of black blood, Scourge long DOT, damage over time, dot, for anyone out there. Dark Dance, AC until you get hit, costing black blood to apply. Spell bunch of spell sword chances. I guarantee you this is pretty close to that. I mean, it sounds pretty Dark Paladin-y. Let's see. Let me check the Dragon Knight just to see what he kind of has. See, this follows Sorcerer Learn spells. See, this sounds less like it. Because it's going to use more elementalism, I think, in this situation. Yeah, lightning, poison, acid, frost, and fire. Yeah, no, that one's not it. That's more like actual dragon, like all the elements of dragons, on what that brings to the table. I think that Dark Knight is going to be our best bet. We'll look for another one tomorrow just to be safe. Got regular Paladin. The succubus stuff. Werewolf, wings. There's the wings. But that'll also help make Farseer's Valkyrie. Because if it doesn't naturally have wings, I can use that wing mod to give it wings. So cool. And we'll work on the rest on the main episode. Wow, there's 13 people in here tonight. Holy crud, welcome everyone. See, something told me this game is going to be a very good game. Now, to let everyone know that's watching in the background right now, we're not going to get to do any main story tonight. We're getting everything prepped for our big main event. This is going to be a huge series on this channel. This is probably going to be the biggest organized series I've done so far on this channel, which is why I'm taking my time with it and being very methodical and not rushing it. Tomorrow will be the main episode depending on everyone's schedules, which let's talk about that now. So, Tam King, what is your day tomorrow looking like? Okay. So, I mean, if any worst case scenario, if someone happens to has to bow out, just because you can join in at any time, kind of with your character in this game, they can just join in later. But you sure you want to give a character based on Goldship the power of the dark arts? This sounds insanely reckless and might cause Farseer migraines, lol. Oh, I'm definitely doing that. Remember, this kind of works out. Remember that event that just happened in Uma Musume, where Goldship became the Dark Lord of the fantasy realm? This makes perfect sense now. So now I'm not going back. We are making a Dark Knight Ghost Ship. Or Gold Ship. Not Ghost Ship. A Dark Knight Gold Ship. It's going to be the funniest thing I've ever seen. And it fits right along with what the series is probably going to end up being like. So, but yeah, for everyone watching as well, we'll probably be doing the main event, starting the main event tomorrow. So, Tam King says he's probably pretty open. So, Sealy, what is your tomorrow looking like? When do you want... I've got a meeting I got to do on a video call with my caseworker for my disability and stuff. Let me bring up my calendar and see what time that is. Try to get everyone organized. That's at 12. So that's early enough that's not going to matter. Because I'll be done way before we have to stream, no matter what time we decide on. Firstly, I'm about to make you work for everything. But all right, so what do you think? So Celia, what time are you thinking tomorrow? Like what time tomorrow afternoon do you think should we start really trying to get this started? And I'll try to plan around that the best I can. So that way you can join up, then Farseer will join up, And then Tam King, if he can, still join up. And then James will join up Sunday. Or he'll create his character Sunday. Because I'll have to walk him through the modding process and get his mods and his too. That he's going to need to match us and to get his class going. Which, ooh, I wonder if I'll need to message him. I need to message him on Messenger tonight. I'm going to give him 2 choices out of the mods. Battle Wizard or the other one. I'll look it up on here before I send him a message. Because I need to know his answer so we don't have to go back for a mod we can't go back for. Because once we start, we can't go back for mods. The playthrough will be locked in with what mods it has. So we need to get them all at once before we start. So I'll have to see if he wants to be a battle wizard or if he wants to be one of the other ones I kind of looked at and got just in case. Because I know him too well. I know him quite well what classes he's going to end up gravitating towards. So I already downloaded a couple of his choices. Tomorrow I can join up at 3 to 4. How long are you going to be able to be on the stream? Because that's another thing I need to keep in mind too, is how long y'all can actually kind of be a part of it for the beginning. So that way y'all can have chances to vote on some of the outcomes that are going to happen in the team. The rest of the day I'm free, unless something comes up, which is unlikely. Okay. Huh? That's strange. What does that do? Is that just, I guess so you can see what other characters are having in their dialogue, or I guess so you can see all of it. I guess so if someone who's joining in can see the whole story, I guess. Or see everything that's unfolding. We might want to turn that on because because I want everyone to have all the information. I want everyone to be able to judge the choice and we all vote on the choice. So, yeah, I might turn that on before we start when we do that. Just will have to remind me. Is it in the standard options right now? What's it called? Eavesdrop. So it allows you to automatically listen in on other. The reason why I'm turning this on, chat, is because we're going to be doing this all at the same time, and I want everyone to be able to see what's happening. Normally, it'd be fun if you didn't turn this on, because then there'd be the mystery of it, unless y'all prefer it off. I don't know. I'll let y'all decide that tomorrow, but I'll keep it on for now. I have half of the playtime you got, Farseer. Let's see. Well, I will appear around the goblin camp to cause the maximum amount of pain for the party. Because that will give me enough time to sort through the possible mountain of mods. I have 100 hours on stream. This definitely modded to who? That's true. Well, you'll have plenty of time during the beginning of the stream because it's going to take a while to create characters. I think to create the character part is going to take forever. Like, as far as just my character alone. And then we got to do Seely's, yours. The first episode is probably going to be us creating our people, if you really think about it. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it ends up tomorrow. But Seely said, so you can start being here around 3 to 4 o'clock. I'd say probably closer to 4 then, if that works out better. I guess that's so. Ha! So that means that private moments means that now the other players in the party can see if I romance a character and have some fun time at night. That's what that basically means. I'll try around 4. Yeah, 4 seems like a good time for everybody, so that's what we'll set it to. We'll try to be on here together around 4. How do we want to handle? I assume most people are just going to chat through chat, but how do you want to handle that, Sealy? I know Farseer can't really join the PSN side as easily, and I can't take Tam King into the Discord one because I don't think it has the same rules as the PSN chat. I think it shares everybody's voice evenly. So we're going to have to kind of meet in the middle of the road here. So I think what's going to have to be safe for everybody so everybody can be still communicate, but being here is probably like we'll still be in the normal chat me and Tam King are in right now. We'll have Sealy join if he wants to join through the PSN chat to have a voice. Farseer, it's up to you how you want to handle that. Talk to me through Discord or through the chat, whichever's faster. Like sending me messages or whichever one you want to do it on, whatever, however you want to do that. And then Tam King will obviously be in the PSN chat with me. That part's kind of already set in stone, but this way we can all try to join on that. Same as I joined you for Rivals. Okay, so we'll do that. But and then we'll and I'll keep the chat up in the background so I can see everybody's responses. But I want this to be a big thing on the channel. I hope that. By the way, for everyone who's joining, all the people who's joined tonight, please join back up tomorrow for 4 o'clock. This is going to be a good stream, I'm pretty sure. This will be the biggest event yet on this channel. Huh? It's, I've got 17 people right now, so thank you for joining. Big shout out to everyone, and thank you so much for sticking around for our conversation and talking about what we're going to be doing in Baldur's Gate. We're going to be creating a crazy crew. A crazy crew. So definitely check that stream out when it starts tomorrow. I don't know how that works. I haven't seen the maximum. I mean, if I see what's weird though is even though I think only 4 people can be present at a time in multiplayer, I do think like so. Let's say James joined for 1 day, but y'all weren't on. Y'all's characters are still going to be there doing their thing, a part of my party. So you just won't be able to vote. Like y'all won't be voting on choices. I would have technically hand choice in that one at that point because I'm the only one in the lobby. But I do think like if James were to join after, he can put his character in there, and then let's say all 4 of us are playing again, Farseer, Sealy, me, and you, his character will still be there with us, along with the ride. It's very strange how I think because you can because it was one of the biggest things that this game was known for was that you can have your friends' characters be in your parties at all times, even if they're not there. But I think they have to join you in multiplayer for this to be possible. And then after that, I think if he's not there, he's an NPC I can put. But if he is there, then he has to fit in the slot, meaning there can only be 4 at a time, I think. We'll figure that out tomorrow as well. We'll learn that real quick, what the limits on that too. I mean, worst case scenario, and James can't sadly join, then what we could do is have a separate little one for him, for just the fun, chaotic craziness of James. Because he doesn't have it yet. He hasn't bought the game yet, unless he bought it last night and I didn't know it when we were talking about it. If he did, then he already bought it, because he didn't own it. So, I just didn't know if he had already bought it. So if he's already bought it, then we'll throw. Since out of respect for James, if we for some reason he can't somehow get in this when we have 4 people or anything like that, then the best. Okay, so he has it. So if for worst case scenario something goes, he's not able to get his character to join up, or if it's not as I said it was, and I'm wrong about how it works, then we'll do a little separate mini series for just me and James, or whatever, as an alternative, little crazy like the Brothers of Chaos or something. Well, yeah, I think it's fine, Farseer, because like Tam King just said, like I said, I'm pretty sure you can swap characters in and out. So I think it's fine. I think it'll be fine. Plus, technically, James won't get any content out of this because he can't stream on PlayStation because he can't hasn't fixed his issue yet. So he's actually just going to be me streaming that day when James joins up. So he's not really getting any content out of it, other than me shouting his channel out. And him just being present, right? But you still have to see it through my channel because he can't stream. Now, hopefully he'll fix that, but and call them. I keep telling you, you need to call them. You need to find out who you need to talk to. Is this a PSN era, or is this a like? Do you need to talk to PlayStation, or is this a YouTube era? You need to find out where this problem is dropped and figure out who needs to help you fix it. Because he can't seem to sync his profile with PlayStation anymore. Something has gone weird, and it just won't log in with the one he had now. It's logging in with an older one or a different one somehow. I don't know. Who knows? But it's kind of created this place where he can't, because it's the wrong channel, he can't upload to his proper channel because it's on the wrong one. So he would stream to a channel that he's not streaming on. So he hasn't figured out how to fix it yet, but if he's fixed it, then we might consider stuff like that. But I think it'll be fine, though. Because I want everyone to that hasn't been able to join up a lot to be in this. Besides, James is going to get Total War Warhammer anyways. That'll be his content since he can stream that on PC. We're going to be doing that. Don't forget, that's also Sunday. Sunday is the beginning of Decla's reign. The Serpent Queen rises once more. Not only to beat me and Tam King up in V Rising, but also during that fight, but also in our campaign Sunday. So he'll be fine there. Farseer, what do you mean? The content would be the adventures of the Farseer and me going in the duo on the Gabo camp. You know, like I said, I think it's fine with who we already have. The main lines right now are you, Farseer, Sealy, Tam King, and me. But like Tam King and me said, and we're pretty sure on this, almost 100% positive, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure you can just swap characters out. So James can join in for different portions when he joins in as the crazy wanderer, as he always is, the old man who makes everyone's life so much better. I say that sarcastically. If you know that Total War reference, you know what I mean. But alright, but my secondary goal is to block our knot with Hey, what? Hold on a second. I'm not that what do they call that? I'm not that easy to read, am I? See, I like that Farseer's already pegged one thing in this game. She's already figured out one thing that's guaranteed. She's like, nah, I'm gonna try to mess that up. What you mean, Farseer? My first mission is to get Sealy perma ripped by a squirrel. Damn, since my character is being based on Goldship, I'll drop kick you if you so much as look at me. It's gonna be hilarious. As I said, this playthrough is gonna be very entertaining and hilarious. I'm pretty sure tomorrow. It's gonna be some. I'll be even surprised if we survive the first part of the game as an entire team. I feel like we're all gonna die, but it's gonna be fun. I see all of us dying. I'm not doubting that. I am not doubting that. I'm 100% not doubting that. But alright, chat. Alright. As much as I hate to end it because we didn't really get to do anything other than check out everything tonight, I will prep for our main episode tomorrow, so everyone watching in the background, it's going to be I'm going to say this time out loud so everyone can reference whatever their time zone is. Tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, United States, whatever that is for whatever your time zone is, wherever you may be in the world. That's what time. So 4 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. Is what we're going to be trying to start at. It won't be perfect science. It'll be at 4, and I will start the stream at 4. But us actually getting going probably won't be exactly at 4. With us having to get our characters together, having to organize, figure out which mods we're going to keep and which ones we're going to not use for our beginning of the campaign. Uh, that will probably take up at least 30 minutes to an hour. So, and creating our initial characters. So it'll start at 4, but probably realistically, we probably won't get into the actual gameplay. If I had to guess, probably 5 o'clock to 5:30. It's about an hour to hour and a half for everything to get ready, and for everyone to join in too. I also have to keep in consideration of everyone who has to join in, and maybe something goes wrong in IRL or something like that. Life is just that way. So yeah, so it'll be 4 o'clock is when the stream is going to start, and then we're going to start figuring things out and moseying from there. So let's see. I said, and then Seeley said, "Tam better not stay near a ledge because James teach me the ways of knocking people off." Sell Seeley sold. Oh, so you're going to sell it to Raphael? Good call. Good choice. Goldship is the Dark Lord. Damn. He'll refund it, Tam. He will. Actually, Raphael might give that back. Because Raphael is basically Mephisto in this game. So. But. Let's see. But I can't wait to start doing this tomorrow and see what we're going to end up all doing together. But I'd refund Tam's face, Rube. Good one, Seeley. Good comeback, dude. That was so great. They say he prefers quality. You are correct. But anyways, I am so excited about this chat. I'm so excited to see what we're gonna get into with this. But all right, it is actually 9:45 already. Surprisingly, even just talking, we've already burned all the way to. I started at like 7:45, 8 almost. I think it was 8. Actually, I don't remember now. I have to go back and look. But how long we been going? What's the time on this? Turns Seeley into a cow and sells him to a butcher. Farseer, don't make me shove this old booty. But blah, 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 blah. But it shows you how long we can even just talk about stuff, Seeley. You better pray I don't find any explosive barrels. But I am super, super excited about what we're gonna be. This is now the first day of the 17 days, and I've written it down now. I wish I had one of those crit things, those little clocks that count down the days of Christmas. It would still have to say Christmas on it, but if I could have one custom made or had a 3D printer, I'd make me a little clock right now that counts down literally, and it says Slanesh on it instead, and it has a safe, but obviously attention drawing 3D little succubus on top. But it wouldn't be like nothing bad. It'd just be she'd have little wings, be sitting in a little pose on top of the word Slanesh, and that's it. It's great stuff. Yeah, but tomorrow, but yeah, today was the first of the 17 days of Slaneshmas, or till Slaneshmas, which on the last day is when we're gonna really, when we get close to Christmas, expect that episode. I'm not gonna do it on Christmas because we might need to do it before then, because I don't know how my Christmas is gonna be or what I'm gonna be doing. Plus, a lot of people are probably not gonna be available Christmas Eve. Might be Christmas Day I do this, but The last day is going to be the most Slaneshmas day. I intend that day to be something very special. I will not tell you what it is, because I found there is a safe mode for a certain game. But I'm also wondering if I should just mark that entire episode as full adult content and go full balls to the wall. We'll see. It will happen one way or the other, but whether it be the safe version or the proper not safe version. But yes, I have something very special as our Christmas present or Slaneshmas present for Christmas, for when we get to Christmas. That doesn't happen till then. So, is the art. I truly apologize, but I might commit multiple incidents involving horseshoes. Okay? Close to the fire in Seely's bunk just to be safe. Don't mind me spilling half a ton of oil on fire. I can tell this stream's gonna be good because I already anticipate the first thing that's gonna get us killed is gonna be Seely and Farseer's opposite paladin conflict. Like the opposite of their two classes and personalities that they're gonna be creating. This is gonna be hilarious. And then Jared's in the middle of that, which as he would be canon, to be fair, ironically. So, and then Jared Tam King's gonna be along for the ride. Let's see. But that being said, but yeah, I wanted to give that announcement as well that we'll be doing that for the final day of Slaneshmas. The special surprise I have. I have to wait till almost Christmas because the update for a certain game that adds the main gameplay mode to it, finally. It's been a while, but it's been a long time coming. It's a good game, at least for my taste. Finally gets its arcade mode. In its update. So, we're going to be checking that game out on the Slaneshmas day. But let's see. If you need any high places reached, I will keep all the loot up there. Bye! If I can fly. I mean, I don't know. That'd be funny if you could do that. Just can't. But anyways, I know you can fly. I just don't know if you can do what you just said literally. But that would be funny. Yes, see, Farseer, you're forgetting I'd be following you, and I will kick you off for that loop. But oh man, I don't think Goldship has wings. I don't think Goldship can fly. She may be able to jump really high and do lots of crazy cool power attacks and darkness arts, but I don't think she can fly. But anyways. Let's see, but you have a good one. You have a good one, Farseer. I want to give a big shout out to my moderators, Urban Mech Farseer and Sir Seely. You see, it's called throwing a rock. Okay, I can see Goldship doing that. I'm not gonna lie. But anyway, but I want to give big shout outs and definitely thank you so much to everyone who joined tonight. For everyone who's going to be joining up hopefully tomorrow for tomorrow's stream. I hope we have just as much turnout tomorrow for the main gameplay. And as we start this crazy adventurous journey that's going to end in terrible things, I think. but it's going to be good. But I want to say like I said, big shout outs to Urban Mech Farseer and Sir Seely, my moderators for chat. And big shout outs to everybody who joined tonight in the background. Seriously, thank you for joining in tonight, even if we were just talking and chilling, setting up for tomorrow's main episode. And big shout out to Tam King chilling in chat in the background as well, joining up for this little mini vlog to prep us for the main episode as well. And getting us all organized, we all figuring out what we're going to be doing and how we're all going to die tomorrow. But anyways, Tam King said, Seely said first, CR and I have a good one, and remember, if Farseer names our character Dura, we are not leaving the ship. Oh, this is going to be a hilarious stream tomorrow. Oh man, you should have tempted her. That's it. But anyways, GG y'all, and Sealy, don't go to sleep. What? I'm sorry, go drain. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, my neck itches. But y'all have a good one. Thank you for joining in tonight, chat. Also, I don't know if you noticed my Christmassy necklace we're going to be wearing for all the streams now. This is why I need a camera for my computer. I do wish I had one so I could do video cams. But yeah, you see my little. I'm wearing Christmas lights around my neck. Not literally, it's a necklace that looks like Christmas lights, but it does kind of look like that. But the Christmassy spirit. Freak vampire can stay with our night. Oh man, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be a good stream. It's gonna be a good one, chat. Thank you so much for joining in, everyone. Big shout out to everyone, and I hope to see y'all tomorrow, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. is when we'll be starting. That's when we'll get this ball a rolling. If something happens, I will put it in the Discord for everyone who watches the channel, for everyone who's gonna be joining in as well, so they can see it. I'll put it on the PlayStation one too, so you can see it, Tam King, just in case something happens and everything else. I don't think anything's gonna come up tomorrow. I don't have anything except for my little video meeting, which is at 12, and those video meetings last at best an hour. So I'll be long done before we stream. So it should be good. But I want to say thank you to everyone, and I hope to see y'all, everybody, tomorrow for our stream. And thank you for joining in. Until next time, for the Baldur's, the beginning of the opening of the gate itself, the Baldur's Gate 3, finally on this channel after all this time that I've said that I've wanted to do it, never did. Perfect timing, though. I think it was meant to work out like this for my plan. But I hope you all enjoyed, and thank you so much for joining in tonight. And until then, I will see you all in tomorrow's episode at 4 p.m. Eastern Time US for the continuation and probably intense madness and death. But until then, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all then. Bye, everybody! Until next time. Remember that if you wanna be a true rat king, that you need to lead your own Japanese Yakuza band. I said that in English. It sounds terrible in English because I can't sing, but that was a reference to a song. Enjoy that, chat. But I hope you all enjoyed. And until next time, I will see you all in our next one. Peace and love, everyone. Bye, everybody. Bye.